welcome back, Rre Elijah.
Thank you, sir.
Your story is such a beauty. I know it was a struggle, but when you relay it, it was full of. You were playing chess all the way.
All the time, sir.
Playing chess around the apartheid laws, focusing on what you wanted to become. And I like the idea that you and your friends then in Kanana, you took a decision that education was the answer, and you never took your eyes off it.
Not at all. Not at all.
And that still applies even today, Rre Elijah. What will take us out of the poverty and the difficulties can only be education, but relevant education, right?
Yes, but there's an angle there that you also need to check. Education in the line that where you feel you are passionate about, where you feel you can express yourself fully. So I knew that dealing with people, either becoming a minister of religion or social work or anything that has to do with people, I will operate at my full potential there.
I see.
So the choice was also intentional.
So that,
in terms of career choice.
So that is your calling, right?
Yes.
Now, we don't exist in Ireland, Rre Elijah. We have family members who love us, who will always wish that we have time for them and we rest, not always fighting struggle. Now, where did you meet your better half, and how did that happen?
Yeah, this is a very good story, Semi.
Yeah.
As I told you, my friend and I believe that education is the route to salvation.
Yes.
A permanent route to salvation. A permanent route to conquering the world.
Yeah.
Within our sphere of competence.
Yeah.
So, because there were no high schools in our area, I said, God, you know I want to be educated. But you're not going to give me a woman that is not educated, because there's going to be frustration when I take my books. She's going to say, all that you know is to read and you don't care about me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, God, please choose for me somebody who will know why I'm reading. And she will support that effort.
Yeah.
She will be part of that effort. She will be part of the decision.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be tension in the home.
Yeah.
And that's what happened, sir. I saw her, she saw me.
Where?
In Tawanchu.
In Tawanchu?
Tawanchu, yes, where we all come from. Originally. The grandparents come from there.
I see.
We still have families there.
I see. So you were visiting Tawanchu?
Yes.
Yeah.
She saw me. There's magic in these things, Sammy. There's magic. If you haven't experienced them, you won't understand what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
I looked at her. She dropped her eyes. I left her.
Yeah.
Then something told me that is the one.
You made sure that you knew where her house was.
No. We were at the wedding. There was plenty of time to interact.
I see.
Yeah. I looked again at her. I found her looking at the direction where I was. So our eyes met. I said, this confirms my predictions. That is the one.
Yeah.
I said, but how am I going to meet her? So during lunch at that place, she knew the people that were marrying, and I knew them as well. Ne?
Yeah.
Because the bridegroom is my cousin.
Yes.
But she attended school with a lady.
Yeah.
So during lunch, it happened that we must sit next to each other.
Wow.
You see, Sammy?
Yeah.
Aye. The magic started. The magic started. You are not there. his magic. He's going to do his magic for many, many years, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
She's not here now.
Yes. But she's with you in
She's
spirit.
not here to confirm what I'm saying.
She's with you in spirit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we spoke. Then she said, no, let's eat first, man. Let's focus. I said, no, fine.
Yeah.
But just assure me that you are not going to leave. I said, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I came to the wedding.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's eat then, and then after that we talk.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sammy, she was a teacher, but then she was doing training for nursing at that time. Ne?
Yeah.
So we spoke after that, and the deal was struck, a perfect deal was struck.
Yeah.
And then she said, but I was going back to work. Because I'm doing that.
And you were both available, Ritheko. There was no heartbreaking somewhere else. You were both available.
That was a perfect match. Everything was designed for us to meet, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, because we were using taxis then,
yes,
at that time.
Yes.
So I asked the guy that brought us there, I said, hey, I have a baby here. now I have a responsibility to look after her. I have a responsibility now.
Yeah.
And I'm taking that responsibility fully.
Yeah.
I'm not going to delegate it to anybody else.
Yeah.
That is my responsibility. I must take it back to work.
Yeah.
Is that fine? So we did that one.
Yeah.
Now, in the combi, we're sitting at the back.
Yeah.
He's driving. In the combi, it appeared as though there was nobody with us.
Is it?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
The excitement.
Yeah.
When you came back, this man say, hey, what was wrong with you? So what? Say, you and your girlfriend. What is excitement? What do you expect us to do? Hey. So we drove there, but it was really fun. It was exciting. It was.
So you left the other colleagues at the waiting. You take.
No, I just told him my girlfriend, and I'm coming back. Why must I take them with me? They're going to disturb us. We have a lot to share.
I see.
We have a lot to express, emotionally and otherwise.
Who is this man who played such important role by agreeing to your
Musiele, but he has passed on now. Shut up, Musiele.
Wonderful.
So we drove there, and the following day she was there also. And then I said, but today we are going to leave. He said, no. You must come back at work, because today I'm not going to be here the whole day. I must leave early. So we did the same arrangement. We dropped her there. But in the evening when we were leaving, I went there.
Yeah.
Hey, I found her standing at the door.
Yeah, waiting.
I said, waiting. I said, yeah, that one is mine.
Yeah.
Waiting. Now she came.
And you said, this is the mother of my children.
Yeah, he said, yes. Then she came. Now when I went out of the combi to meet her, we started dancing together, like, when you see the bass outside dancing.
Yeah.
We did that dance. No, they were watching. The whole community was watching this spectacle. Hey, see, we forgot about them.
Yeah.
We always think about ourselves.
Yeah.
And the joy that we're experiencing by being together. I kissed her bye-bye. I said, but from today, the deal is on. Our focus is one. We're going to be together. But I'm still studying. So this other week I'm going to do work, all those things. But we were using the phones. You still remember those days?
Yes.
Yes, the phones. So I'll call you from whatever I can find the phone, and we'll talk. But you must just give me the time. What time must I call you? Then she gave me the times. See me? The whole courtship was so harmonious. But then we did something that I think people must do. We said, what is your objective in life? I told her, say, what are yours? She told me, how are we going to make sure that our objective match? What we are both on the education side. As we grew up during those days, men were always the leaders.
Yes.
During our time. We said, no. The studies, now we'll just do the diplomas and the short programs. You go for the big ones. So that's why you saw it yourself. Everything that I have is not mine. It's collectively shared.
Yes.
Unfortunately, see me. Because he supported me more than 100%. And when I started joining Southcall, I used to travel a lot. All over the country, Cape Town, Durban, Nelspruit, Louis-Trichardt, all over. Because the plantations are there. She said, you go for it. I'll remain with the kids.
Yeah.
And when I come back, I share the stories. If I can say, Simi did this and this and this. She said, you haven't told me anything. I said, what, I've told you the story. So, no, what, you haven't said anything. What is your role in all those things that you have told me about? Hey, that was a good coach, you know.
Is it?
My wife was a good coach. So I wouldn't come here and tell her about you. She's not interested.
Yeah.
If I don't tell me her the specific role that I play in each and every project. You see, she says, no, I didn't marry those people. I married you.
Yes.
I'm interested in your career progress.
Yes.
In the contribution that you're making where you're employed. So I must understand whether my husband is doing something constructive like I know him, or he's just now a different person. So the support, fortunately, you also know her. The support, the partnership was great, was marvelous.
Sure. Beautiful.
It was something outside this world.
And that was really...
And people need to know, it's a pity that these days people fight with their wives and all those things. But the woman won't fight you, say, you should tell her the truth.
Yeah.
No, she will never fight you. The way I've experienced my wife. And when she can feel the commitment that you have towards her. And the way that you demonstrate that one 100%. Without any reservations.
And that played a key role in your subsequent projects that I want us to talk about. I knew her when you were already active in this huge responsibility of rebuilding the Institute of People Management.
Yes.
And then transitioning from that love story, which is so beautiful, Rre Litheko. And I'm glad that I got to know her and your children, of both of you, and I could see actually her role that she played. And I could see that your success in the IPM was because of the support you were getting from home.
So without that, I think I would have collapsed myself. Because you are aware that at times at IPM we used to work long hours. But her support, her coaching, her mentoring was superb. And when I come back, the children's homework and books, everything, I just have to check. Most of the work would have been done with her, although she was working as well.
And there is a formula there, and what do you want? What can you share with the people about that formula?
You know, it is in the Bible that when you marry, although at times there are interruptions, but when you marry, you become one with your wife. She's your number one priority, and you are say that you're not going to attend to other people's interests. That doesn't mean that. But you must make sure, with all the interruptions, that the space between you and her, nobody interferes with that. It doesn't mean that you're neglecting them. There's nothing like that, because we've seen in African culture, we grew up knowing that you must also support help your parents and all those things. Help your siblings. That is fine. She understood that one very clear. But everybody must know that she's elevated, to be honest. And she also elevates you in the eyes of other people. You are one.
Wonderful.
An injury to one is an injury to all.
Wonderful. Beautiful stuff. And Rre Litheko, how did your career, your corporate responsibility at Safcol end? By the time you entered it, where were you?
I didn't hear that one, Semi.
At Safcol.
Yes.
The last years, what responsibilities were you carrying there?
The rules. Semi?
Yes.
You are fainting.
I was saying that the last years of your career at Safcol.
Yes.
What was your responsibility?
All right. Safcol was restructured, ne?
Yes.
It was split into different small companies, independent. The ones in Mpumalanga were run by different people. The ones in Durban, different people, and all those things. And then Safcol just became a holding company without a big structure.
Yes.
But I was retained to make sure all the agreement are complied with.
Yes.
For 2 years after that.
Yes.
When all that work has been done, then they released me. But I was working with Deloitte and Touche.
So you left Safcol and went to Deloitte and Touche?
No. Deloitte was part of
the project.
My support. Was part of my support in terms of HR matters.
Oh, they were brought in to partner with you to transition
transition the whole process.
Yes.
And it went perfectly well, marvelous.
Okay. Now
Safcol said then HR, because I was aboard at IPM, then they said we are struggling, man. People don't stay here. And all the time I said, can you help? And
those were difficult years of IPM, right?
And there was these other people that were taking her while she was the chairperson of the board. HR Koza always spreading rumors and fake news about her. Said, I need support here. IPM is a national asset.
Who was that? Who was there? Oh, I see. She was the chairperson.
Then.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
But people, the CEOs are not staying for quite long here. They come and go. But we need stability.
Yes.
I thought about my civic association days, my youth movement days. I said, things like this, I know how to handle them.
Yeah.
I'm available.
Yeah. But you had already mellowed down a bit, man.
Yeah, because here people are too diplomatic.
Yeah.
They're too diplomatic.
Yeah. Wow.
And I just had to adjust a little bit. But I didn't adjust 100% because where I was provoked, then, I would hit back, I would hit back.
Yeah.
That's why I became ill in 2008, because I felt I was being betrayed, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what was happening then? We the world.
Yes. But you were still driven by a bigger desire of the transformation at the national level.
Because I felt that there were people who wanted to block that transformation. The situation where we find ourselves working together as South Africans, developing human capital together.
Yes.
Not divided.
But really to go from a change management point of view, things like these are expected where society is transitioning and that there are forces pulling in different directions because of suspicion and fears and all sorts of things. And then you had to play the role of bringing all these forces together? Because many people who don't know, who are not close to you, wouldn't even say that IPM was going through those difficulties if you ask them.
Yeah, that came to my realization, and then I decided, no, the fighting must stop now. I must identify people who are ready to take the challenge forward.
Whether you are black or white or male and female.
No, it's no color. That's why, what you call, BHP Bulletin supported us, because I went there with Simpo,
yes,
to say, this is what we want to do. There's no black and white differentiation here. This is a national association for human resource professionals.
Yes.
And we want everybody on board.
Yes.
This is our plan. These are our objectives. This is our strategy. Do you think it can work or not? Because we engage in them. Then we agreed with them that we must call other big corporates, which we did. But they were also part of sitting next to me in terms of sharing what the objective of IPM is all about. And then they said, no, but we'll also support financially in terms of helping you to continue with the annual convention and all those things. The relationship was so powerful. And then I started visiting HR directors, company by company, to explain what you are doing. Some of them said, no, we are on board. We'll come and support you as board members, as committee members. So I strengthened the committees.
Yes.
And I empowered the committees. I just checked whether what they're thinking is in line with what IFM stands for.
Yeah.
But they were empowered to decide I was just monitoring, to be honest with you. And you know, some of them they were so happy that I gave them that space to express themselves. One of them even gave me a certificate to say he has never seen such a type of leadership where people come and they are allowed to express themselves and to run the show within the parameters of what the institution wants to do.
Yeah. Very highly tactical, yeah?
So we managed to bring everybody on board. We managed to demonstrate to people that no, all these divisions are not real. The real thing is for us to work as South Africans. Yeah. The real thing is for us to stand in front of the world and say we have done it.
Wonderful. Rre Litheko, I've always regarded you as the moving library in as far as the Institute of People Management is concerned, and I think we are grateful as a country. I want us to take a break, and when we come back, I really want us to talk about the history of IPM up to where you left it and where it's going. If I don't do that, I will have failed in my responsibility and duty as a member of the IPM myself. Yeah?
Okay, no problem, sir. We will do that. Thank you.
I'll be back.